I don't get it. Last week I had this massive vision. I mapped out my next big project. I was so fired up that I called my friends, told my family, and even posted about it. They all congratulated me. But the moment I actually sat down to do the work, the drive was completely gone.
Because revealing too much about yourself can quietly weaken you. You feel empty because you exhaled your fire.
What do you mean? Shouldn't talking about it build momentum?
No, it destroys it. When you tell everyone your plans, your brain receives a rush of dopamine. It feels productive to talk about your dreams, but in reality, it does nothing. Your mind cannot tell the difference between the praise for an idea and the reward of actual work. Therefore, it feels a false sense of achievement. You became satisfied before you even took the first step. It is easier to announce you have a plan than to actually build the discipline to execute it.
But what about accountability? Every modern self-help book says you need to announce your goals so people hold you to them.
Accountability from others is often disguised validation. You did not want them to hold you accountable. You wanted them to applaud your potential.
So I'm just supposed to work in complete isolation, say nothing?
A seed grows best underground. If you keep digging it up to show people, it never takes root. You must hold your plans close. Every time you explain what you are going to do, you release the psychological tension required to actually do it. Let the pressure build in the dark. Talk less about what you are going to do and simply do it.
I traded the victory for cheap applause.
Exactly. And you invited unnecessary danger. Privacy is power. What people don't know, they can't ruin. When something is covered, it is protected. But when you uncover it, it gets exposed to the world where people can destroy it.
But these are my friends. They want the best for me.
Perhaps. But keeping your blessings private protects them from the silent envy of others. There will be people who celebrate you in public, but they really just envy you in private. When you broadcast your visions, you lose the power in them.
If I can't share my wins, what about my struggles? When I am exhausted, shouldn't I vent? Don't I need to drop the weight?
A fool vents all his feelings, but a wise man quietly holds them back. When you constantly complain, you do not drop the weight, you simply add stones to it. If you are always talking about how tired you are speaking your own world of tiredness into existence.
So I just swallow the pain?
You do not swallow it. You process it quietly. Suffering is real, but not everyone deserves a front row seat. Heal honestly, but heal privately. Remember, 90% of people do not care about your problems, and the other 10% are glad you have them.
I have been performing for an audience that doesn't even matter. I have been giving away my power just to be heard.
Yes, the man who controls what he shares starts to control himself. When you seek validation before the work is done, you become a slave to their opinions. Do not perform your failures, and do not broadcast your victories. Let your discipline speak, not your announcements. Work in silence, and let the results make the noise.